Thank you very much. First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. So I like to thanks for China Pakistan institution as well as respected senator and His Excellency, I think, and all the dignitaries. So it's my great pleasure to join in this very valuable initiative. So I'm very happy, and it's a great platform for me and good platform to share our experience. Actually, if I talk you, I also involved in different Friends of Silk Road Club, so which is in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and other places also, and as well as what we are doing from 2016, we are discussing about the Belt and Road Initiative in South Asia. So we have done a couple of seminars. So we have invited friends from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and later on even we invited friends from different part of the Asian country. So my point is, as I also been in the China and I study in China as well. So my concern is the BRI is not only one country's issue, it's a issue of Chinese. So whenever we talk, I always remember one Chinese diplomat's words when we have, I forget her name, but there was, I tell her, BRI and China is thinking always in the three togethers. Definitely, just now, Mr. Wang Yoqi also tell we think together. So I always think about her this statement. China is always committed for the plan together, design together, and implement together. So if we think about the BRI, this is the plan of everybody. It's a global community. So whenever we hear on the speech of the President Xi Jinping, and he always talk about the humankind, not only for the China, not only for this particular nation, and not only who is close with China and who is far, because he's thinking one step further than other people. So what I can think, the Chinese BRI project is a China's process of the globalization. So what we're thinking nowadays, America is first, but China is saying we are together. So it's not who is first, but it's thinking together, work together, and share benefit together. So in this context, what I'm thinking about the South being a South Asian country, actually we have very essential of the BRI project, because as we have seen in China, before we used to think the high technology is in German or European country or some developed country. But now all the technology is in China. So what we need, if we want to use the technology, we can work with China. And China is now ready for the sharing his technology by BRI initiative project or whatever. So what we are Asian people, particularly if we talk about the South Asian people, we have big demand of the infrastructure. So we are always lack of the infrastructure. If we see in the monsoon, we have huge flooded, we have a lot of landslide and a lot of things. So we have big gap of the infrastructure. If we have good infrastructure, such a big populated South Asian country, we can have much better cooperation together. So second thing, what we can do with China is also working with Pakistan as well, Bangladesh, as well Sri Lanka. So we can be part for this connectivity. So this connectivity is definitely for us is very important. As my previous conference, I have also invited many Indian scholars. And so everybody think this BRI and it is connected, it must have to be connected with even India also. So India also cannot be far from this. Sooner or later, they must have to join. Because as we are in this place in Asia, we are in the luckily, we are in the center of the two world's giants economy. As one part is India, one part is China. So without cooperation, it's not possible. So we all Asian people have to have common goal of the economic development. Why we are suffering more? Because we have huge number of the poverty. We have lack of trust between each other. We have lack of connection. We have lack of trust and more suspense one to another country. So we have to eliminate this thing. Since being a South Asian country, we have very much future for the economic growth. So through the BRI project, various projects, we can commonly develop this country. As Nepal is in the center of the India and China. So we can be the one of the greatest bridge for the whole South Asia, because we are one of the landlocked country, but we are connected with the Trans-Himalayan region. So actually, if you see in the Trans-Himalayan region, is one of the world's most beautiful area, most fruitful area, but we are a lot of poor people also we have, a lot of poverty also we have. So what this can eliminate in this region, I think this initiative of BRI, particularly by the transporting, particularly by the connectivity, so this can be the eliminate. So we have this major pillar, like we have the source, and all over the people from the world, like various projects, like if we talk about the hydro, we have huge resource of the hydropower, including Nepal, Pakistan, Nepal, Pakistan, even India, even Bhutan. So we can use these resources. So through the connectivity. So once we have better connectivity, we can use all over the world. If we see the law, if we see the FDI of the China, now is a 10% of the FDI of the global FDI belongs to China. So why we don't use this China's proper FDI to develop our region, where China is very much eager and willing to share their development together. So what my point is, I don't want to spend a long time. Now my point is, like, being we Asian country, so particularly in South Asia, we don't need to go far to develop our places, because to develop we need technology, we need money, we need infrastructure, and this all the thing. So now China is ready to give us the technology in a different way, and China is ready to share their ideas, and China is ready to invest for the mega investment project for the connectivity. So once we have connectivity, we can develop our import-export, develop the trade, develop the connectivity. And I believe that if we have better connectivity, we also reduce a lot of turmoil, a lot of confusion between people to people. Because a lot of confusion, why there is, we don't have a lot of communication within country of the South Asia also. So hope this forum, and later, sooner or later, our South Asian country will be more cooperative, practical, friendly for the further development. Thank you very much. And once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your very upbeat speech. And I agree that we have to have an inclusive approach when it comes to dialogue and discussion. And I think that South Asia is a great example of cooperation, multilateral cooperation under the BRI, particularly in the form of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and of course, coordination and cooperation of BRI projects in Nepal, other South Asian countries. And in East Asia also, apart from Myanmar, Cambodia is a great example of BRI cooperation. So I'd like to hand over the virtual podium to the moderator for the question and answer session, Mr. Sikandar Shah. And